Hey fam, Gracie here. Cook with me as we talk about something that is very, very important. But before we talk about that, I'm adding a bit of water to my soup, but I don't want to waste any of your time. First of all, I want to say thank you so very much to everybody that leaves a positive message. Oh my God, this is not an exaggeration. You guys blow my mind away. You have no idea what a positive word of encouragement can do to somebody's world. And that's what I experience when some of you choose to just be so kind and generous with your words and your hearts. So thank you so much. But, anyways, without wasting any time, I landed on something on the internet, and I think it is something that I highly, as a Black queen, relate with. And I know a lot of you Black kings and Black queens out there probably can relate with this. But hey, without wasting any of your time, why don't we watch a clip together and then come back and talk about it?
This statement, this is the truth right here. This is the dead honest truth. We are the only group of people on the planet that hate other people that look like us. No, they don't look like us. They're different. They're African. We are racist. Black folks are racist towards other black people. We have been like that for a long time. But recently, it has gotten gross. It's gross, man. It's gross. It's gross. Look, anybody that don't like other black people, disassociate yourself with me. Unfollow me. 'Cause I know a lot of you motherfuckers follow me. Just unfollow me. Period. Because I love all black people. I don't care where you come from. If you're a black person, I love you and your culture. I love to experience it. Just to get something different. To make myself more robust, more dangerous. You know what I mean? Because the more culture we get, the more dangerous we become. So, but yeah, all you people that hate other black people, especially right now, the Native Americans, foundational blacks, all you people are so negative towards other black people. It's gross, man. Just unfollow me. Just come off my shit, because I don't need that type of energy. I don't want that type of energy. Y'all find somewhere else to go. Find somebody else to follow and harass or watch or whatever the fuck y'all be doing over here. All right? Anyway. Peace.
Now, for some bit of context, this is a Black American brother that is on the continent of Africa. He scripts and puts his experiences and projects and stories on the internet, of course, hoping that he's going to motivate and encourage his own people to come to the continent of Africa. Now, when I tell you that he faces a lot of criticism and negativity down his content, you will not believe it. Matters worse where the negativity is coming from. Yo, it's unbelievable. You would expect Africans to be like, no, you're not like us. You need to go back. We don't know you. You know, we can never accept you. But guess what? It is the opposite. They're like, hey, welcome, brother. I hope you feel at home. I hope you're liking it. Of course, you know, we consider you as a brother. And if you have anybody else that wants to come, they are welcome. And of course, it's not the white people, Indians and Asians telling him, why are you going to that dark continent? Why are you going there? Those people don't like you. Hey, yo, the opposite is his own people are telling him Africans are not like us. They don't look like us. We have different cultures. We have, of course, who doesn't know that? Yes, you're coming from a different side of the world. Definitely, we are going to have different cultures. However, we should not stand on those grounds and have ourselves divided upon that. People that have been there, that are working together, people that we are admiring, they look at themselves as a team, work together. Of course. Now, when I look at such a comment, you guys, I can easily relate. That is why I decided to come and talk about this. I'm not here to divide or to cause division or anything. I'm here to talk about these things and also welcome you guys to be part of these conversations, because if we are not open to having these conversations, we're not going to go anywhere as a people. And let me tell you, the same things that are happening in the West, it's the same thing that is happening. I feel like Black people everywhere else in the world, like everywhere in the world, we have the same issues. We don't like each other. It's not just even liking other people. We don't like ourselves. We hate ourselves that much. And I have a genuine question. Why are you so obsessed with finding reasons that put us apart than finding reasons that should unite us and bring us together as a people? What's the deal with each other trying to detach ourselves from each other when other people are actually coming together as a people? Because other people, while we are busy trying to fight each other and tearing each other, other people, other races of people are actually putting their forces together to dominate and have us recolonized. And mind you, we do not even have different problems that are affecting us as a people. That is why I decided to come and talk about this, because what he's facing, it is the same thing our own people, like on the continent, in my country, specifically in Uganda, they would literally do anything. When they see anybody rising and climbing, they will make sure they pull the steps that that person is climbing on, just to make sure that he falls. Now, yes, we would probably love others to be as successful as we are, but hey, somebody becoming more successful more than this person is, oh my god, they're gonna do anything that it takes them to make sure they pull that person down. And I don't know how it is like in the West and everywhere else, but yo, a black person over here on the continent would rather support a person from another race than supporting their own. And yet the other people that you know we are supporting are actually supporting themselves, and they don't even come to you to support you as an individual. Matters worse, when they begin, when they create jobs over here, the biggest positions are actually occupied and taken by them, but not you. Even the little that they can give you, it is very too little. It cannot even help you feed your family. So I don't know how it is like over there. I don't know if your own people support each other, but with this comment, I don't think it is different. I feel like we all are going through the same problems. And honestly, with comments like this up here, you know, somebody asking, why are you obsessed with us Black Americans? You are our brothers. You want us to invite Chinese and, you know, Japanese and Indians and white people. They are already here. For them, they look for opportunities, see where those opportunities are. They go there, bring their own people, and guess what? Even when they get money, whatever revenue comes out of the investments they make, the revenue goes back to their own country. So you see, those people are not putting anything in us, okay? They are going to start these businesses, and I will show you, like, you know, they're helping the people, they're developing the country, but in actual sense, majority or the biggest portion of the money that comes out of that goes back. That is why we are trying to call our own people that will understand us. Now, well, to even go more in depth, you guys, you realize you find sisters here on the continent. Some, of course, not everyone. All of them are struggling and fighting to find a Muzungu. When you ask them, why do you want to end up with a Muzungu, they will tell you, you know, they're the ones that have real love, true love. You know, they have true love. And then guess what? They're like, oh, you know, I would love to have you know, a mixed race baby. And I mean, I have no problem for you to want what you want, but I only have a problem. Like, you don't find a problem with you saying you want to have a mixed baby when you are dark skinned. That shows you are coming from a place of insecurity, you know, thinking that being dark skinned is actually not beautiful. Now, you guys, before these people started telling us, oh, you know, your hair is really beautiful and stuff, oh my god, you realize the rate of people trying to embrace, you know, wigs and stuff like that, and, you know, shunning their natural beauty away, looking at this afro, and, you know, they don't like it. People that are going to do surgeries, like, the beauty standard is something else. Like, somebody with European features, they are the ones that are beautiful. Now, if you have this nose, and if you are dark skinned, that is a big problem. I don't know if that is how it is like in America, but in my country, Uganda, we even have a saying that ofuna n'omubi omweru dhani omulungi nga muddugavu, that you would rather have an ugly, lighter skinned person than having a pretty dark skinned person. And let me tell you, people don't find a problem with saying these things. Let me tell you, the problems that we are having are in depth, they are inbuilt, they, like, the indoctrination that we have taken in has reached that deep. Here, you would go to a restaurant with a white person behind you, and they will serve him first and serve you last, or some don't even pay attention that you exist. You realize how we are trying to esteem and worship other people. That is why they will never see us serious, because we would rather serve them, we would rather die for them than die for our own. And when I tell you, this is even way deeper. When you come to African homes, some of you will realize they have this a picture of white Jesus. Hey, if you go ahead and tell these people that is not the real Jesus, oh my God, they will think you have lost it. You see how much we don't have faith in ourselves. We don't believe that a person like us can save us. We believe in salvation coming from other areas, but not from our own. Now, story time. Now, some of you are well versed with Wodemaya. He's a content creator from Ghana. He went with his wife in Jamaica and they found this Jamaican mother. And Wodemaya's wife was asking the Jamaican mother, what do you think of Africa? And she said she hates Africa. She doesn't like Africans. Africans do voodoo. Africans are scammers. Of course, she said Nigerians. But you see, not everybody in Nigeria is a scammer. But you see how we would literally put our own on the cross and crucify them and tell them all of you are like that, right? But there are so many other people. Indians are huge scammers, you know. In America, they are huge scammers. But everyone would rather jump and go running telling Nigerians are scammers. Why don't you, like, even before interacting with other people, the only thing that you've had is what you are running with? Now, in the comment section, somebody said, an African person that hates others for being African simply because they are coming from totally two different geographical backgrounds. And I was like, wow, this person understands that even Jamaicans are of an African descent, of which I know Jamaicans and people in the Caribbean claim their African ancestry more than anyone else. And of course, even our brothers everywhere else would say. Now, you see, coming from the continent, you would think all of us are actually united, but you see, we all are facing the same problems. Everywhere you will go, you will still find Black people having a problem of community. We don't have a strong community that helps to support each other. The other races, it doesn't matter where they go, they will still recognize each other and work together as one people. But for us, we would rather divide ourselves in small matters like this. Now, Africa is not perfect, you know. You find a lot of people discouraging others from coming to the continent. I would say that before you discourage anyone, if you don't want to come to the continent of Africa, it's okay. You can stay wherever you are. But do not discourage anyone from coming. Let people come and have their own experiences. Most of the people that discourage others from even coming to the continent of Africa, they've never been anywhere in the world. And of course, there are others that have had bad experiences, but all of you are not going to have the same experiences. Because you had a bad experience, you don't have to tell somebody, oh, don't go there because it's not as good as it is. Yes, it is not as good as it is. What did you expect? Did you expect to find America in Africa? See, most of our people suffer in the diaspora and everywhere else, but nobody else comes out to help. Nobody else comes out to, you know, advocate for them, but would rather advocate for other people than advocate for our own. You see, sometimes even when it comes to marriage, you would realize that people are, you know, interested in marrying Hispanics, you know, whatever, Latinos. Like I said, I have no problem with you doing that. One thing that you're turning your eyes away from is the fact that marriages are bonds, you know. When you marry a person from a certain community, you are creating a bond. And creating such bonds are going to help us to learn about each other's cultures, because I hear a lot of people say, you know, we need to know that we have different cultures. How are you going to learn from other people's cultures when you're not even willing to go and marry from them? If you're looking for values, you know, for feminine, if that's what you're looking for, you can still find it on the continent. Once we do that, you're going to understand each other's history and where all of us are coming from. That way, you're going to realize that we are not even that different. Of course, those small things that are different, they are for the good. They are not to actually tear us apart. So guys, in a world where everything is working against us, we can't afford to work against ourselves. Other people are not going to do that for us. I hope you realize that by us, you know, dividing ourselves, we are giving other people a more opportunity of even having more power and control over us, because they know we are not serious. Let me tell you, the more we keep doing that, our enemies, they're like, that's exactly what we want. So it's high time we wake up. These messages are not only for people that are on the continent of Africa. This message belongs to everyone that knows that they are Black. Let's concentrate on building a stronger bond, because if we do that, we are going to work on our own problems, and we are going to be able to fight for ourselves. And before you know, we are never going to be in the same position of complaining, but rather we will invent solutions that are going to uplift us as a people. Otherwise, guys, what do you think about this video? I want you to let me know what you think. Give this video a thumbs up if you find it educative, and subscribe if you haven't joined the family. And yes, I'll see you in another one. Bye.